A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Brissett to throw on first. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
On 2nd and inches, Brissett. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Tua going to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Ready. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's some defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The Dolphins at 2-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there, about to break a big one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense, because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go play action with Brissett. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And some room to maneuver.
133 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 28. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. 9 yards that time.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Touchdown, Browns! Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
38.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up and ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And trouble trying the middle here. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Brissett's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Brissett. And that is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The trick play works. He's got the first.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The York on now for the extra point.
it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tua. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 182 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Tua. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.